Before you approach a star, you must first understand the forge in which it was born. Not a place of quiet darkness, but a heart of incandescent cosmic fire.
This is the domain of the fire signs, an energy that does not wait for an invitation, but announces itself with light and heat. It is a drive to create, to expand, to simply be. It is the raw material of passion, and from it, 3 distinct flames are born. The first is the spark, the initiator, the unstoppable force of the new, the cardinal fire. This is Aries. It does not ask for permission. It creates the path by moving, shattering obstacles with the sheer force of its will. Its purpose is action itself. Its greatest joy is the feeling of momentum, the thrill of the unconquered territory. Aries lives for the challenge. Its fire burns brightest when told something is impossible. It is the courage to begin, the spark that ignites the engine of the universe. It is pure, unfiltered, glorious impulse. The second flame is the blaze, the radiant, stable heart of the fire that draws all things into its orbit, the fixed fire. This is Leo. It does not need to chase. Its light, its warmth, and its gravity are a declaration of its own importance. It is a sun that demands a solar system. Its purpose is to shine, to express its unique self with unwavering confidence. It is a beacon of creative joy and royal authority. Leo lives for applause. Its light is a performance, a generous gift that expects adoration in return. It is the warmth of the hearth, the center of the story, the star of the show. To be in its presence is to feel seen and celebrated. The third flame is the wildfire, the restless, questing energy that cannot be contained, forever seeking the horizon, the mutable fire. This is Sagittarius. Its purpose is not the destination, but the journey. The arrow's flight is its own reward, painting new constellations as it travels. It is the fire of the mind, the burning need to understand, to connect disparate points of light into a single, cohesive truth. Sagittarius lives for the truth. The arrow is not aimed randomly. It seeks a higher understanding, a universal law hidden in the dark. It is the eternal student and the joyful teacher, spreading knowledge and optimism in a universe that can often feel cold and random. Though they are born of the same passion, their methods are worlds apart. Give them a canvas of unformed chaos, and each will create a different masterpiece. Aries will forge a new reality through sheer force of will, its energy a sculptor's furious chisel. Leo will not force the chaos, but command it. It becomes the center, and reality gracefully rearranges itself around its magnificent presence. Sagittarius will not impose a new form, but reveal the one that was always there, believing that truth is a thing to be discovered, not invented. This is their relationship to the rules of the universe. Aries is the rule breaker. Leo is the rule maker. And Sagittarius is the rule seeker. This nature extends to how they connect. Aries seeks a partner in crime, a sparring partner, an equal challenger. Leo seeks a royal court, loyal subjects, and a beloved consort to share the throne and admire its radiance. Sagittarius seeks a fellow traveler, a student for its wisdom, and a teacher with new truths gathered around a cosmic campfire. No matter the method, the core impulse is the same: to express the fire within, to turn inner passion into outer reality. They are creativity, they are inspiration, they are the confidence to take a leap of faith into the unknown. Their light can restart dying suns and warm frozen worlds. It is a gift to the cosmos, a force for life. 3 flames, born of the same forge, the ram of action, the lion of expression, and the arrow of exploration. They share a common language, passion, inspiration, and a relentless forward momentum. They are the optimists of the cosmos. But they also share a common desperate need: fuel, a reason to burn, a purpose for their light. Their greatest unspoken fear is not to be defeated, but to be ignored, to be left alone in the dark. An unattended fire, no matter how powerful, will eventually fade into embers. And so the question is posed to the cosmos: who would dare approach such a consuming, brilliant, and needy light? Who can provide the fuel without becoming it? And then an answer. From the cool, quiet cosmos, a traveler, made not of fire, but of starlight, drawn by the impossible warmth. This is the dance of attraction. The fire, seeing a new audience, a new source of inspiration, burns brighter than ever before. To dance with Aries is to be swept up in a whirlwind of creation. There is no time for doubt, only the exhilarating thrill of what's next. To be loved by Leo is to be placed upon a pedestal, to be showered with a generosity that feels like sunlight itself. To journey with Sagittarius is to have your mind and spirit thrown wide open, to see a universe more vast and wonderful than you ever imagined. Aries' passion is infectious. It teaches you to act on your impulses, to trust your gut, to leap before you look. Leo's confidence is a gravity well. It teaches you to see your own light, to believe in your own magnificence by seeing it reflected in their eyes. Sagittarius's optimism is a guiding star. It teaches you to find meaning in the chaos, to believe that every journey has a purpose, even if it's not yet clear. The traveler's calm nature provides the perfect canvas for Aries' explosive creativity. What was once chaos now becomes art. Leo's desire for a magnificent kingdom finds its architect. The traveler gives form to the lion's grand visions. Sagittarius's boundless curiosity finds a chronicler. The traveler records their shared discoveries, creating a library of cosmic truths. Fire teaches starlight how to be bold, how to take up space, how to announce its presence with joy instead of a whisper. And starlight teaches fire how to endure, how to create something that lasts beyond the initial explosive impulse. They create life together, beings born not of one element, but of the sacred marriage of the two. Aries' protective instinct finds a focus. The ram, once a solo trailblazer, now becomes a fierce guardian. Leo's magnificent court is no longer empty. It has a co-ruler, a silver consort to its golden sun. Sagittarius's endless journey finds a home base. The campfire becomes a hearth, a place to return to and share stories of the void. Their nights are filled with the silent language of stars, whispered between gold and silver. Their days are a symphony of action and artistry, a perfect dance between the one who dreams and the one who builds. The concept of mine and yours dissolves. The fire belongs to the starlight, and the starlight belongs to the fire. Their unified harmony is so powerful, it begins to affect the very fabric of the forge around them, inspiring new life. It is a paradise born of paradox, a safe adventure, a stable performance, a quiet explosion. This was their zenith, the peak of their creation, a world flawless, a love absolute. The fire sign feels seen, admired, its energy given a beautiful purpose. The traveler feels alive, vibrant, pulled from their quiet existence into a world of color and action.
But a fire, by its nature, consumes. And if you are not careful, you will find its glorious light can also cast the darkest shadows.
The traveler, once a source of inspiration, is now seen as fuel. The fire's need for constant energy begins to drain the cool, quiet starlight.
Aries' impatience returns. The beautiful bridge built yesterday is now old news, abandoned for a shinier, newer impulse.
The traveler asks for a moment of stillness, but to Aries, stillness feels like death. It mistakes a request for rest as a cage. Leo's need for the spotlight can leave you in the cold. Your purpose becomes to applaud, to be a member of the audience in your own relationship.
The traveler offers a private, intimate truth, but Leo, needing public validation, broadcasts the secret to the entire cosmos.
Sagittarius's love of freedom can feel like a fear of commitment. The horizon they seek is always just beyond you, and they will leave you behind to reach it. The traveler builds a beautiful home, but to Sagittarius, a home is not a sanctuary, but an anchor, a limitation on its boundless freedom.
The beautiful sculptures they forged are left untended. Aries' fire now focused on new, solitary conquests. The traveler tries to offer constructive criticism, but to Leo's proud heart, any critique sounds like a declaration of war.
The star chart library, a testament to their shared journey, is no longer updated. Sagittarius is now exploring alone, hoarding its discoveries.
Impatience turns to carelessness. Aries' fiery trail, once a creative highway, now becomes a path of accidental destruction. Ego turns to vanity. Leo, starved of perfect adoration, begins to create its own audience of fawning, mindless sycophants. Restlessness turns to brutal honesty. Sagittarius, justifying its flight, uses truth as a weapon, pointing out every flaw in the home it is abandoning.
The new life they created, born of harmony, cannot survive the dissonance. The fire in their wings burns too hot. The traveler, exhausted, begins to withdraw. Its light dims. It can no longer provide the endless fuel the fire demands.
The fire, feeling this withdrawal not as a consequence, but as a betrayal, grows panicked. A starving fire is a desperate fire.
Aries' demand for action becomes a tantrum, smashing their creations not for progress, but in pure frustration.
Leo's need for admiration becomes a demand for worship, its light turning from a warm gift to a tyrannical, blinding glare. Sagittarius's quest for truth devolves into a crusade, imposing its beliefs on worlds that never asked for them. The fire, feeling misunderstood and caged by the traveler's needs, forgets its warmth and remembers only its power to burn. And the starlight, feeling drained, ignored, and unappreciated, forgets its grace and remembers its coldness. The dance is over. The beautiful symphony becomes a cacophony. The honeymoon has ended, and the war is about to begin. For when a star feels its light is being dimmed, it does not fade quietly. It explodes. When a fire sign feels trapped, controlled, or criticized, the creative spark becomes a destructive inferno. Its goal is no longer to build, but to burn away the cage. The passionate debate becomes a war. Aries' directness becomes a meteor shower of accusations too fast to dodge and too hot to handle.
Sagittarius's brutal honesty becomes a careless wildfire of truth, burning every bridge and every sanctuary with its self-righteous flames.
The traveler in its pain responds with cold, a deep, sorrowful frost meant to numb the pain, but that only enrages the fire more.
Aries sees the ice not as a shield, but as a challenge. It attacks the traveler's defenses with reckless, explosive force.
Leo sees the withdrawal as the ultimate insult. It unleashes solar flares of pure drama, designed to make the traveler the villain of the story.
Sagittarius sees the cold silence as ignorance. It tries to burn away the traveler's error with condescending lectures of fire. The beautiful sculptures they made, shattered by Aries' tantrums.
Leo's kingdom of light, built to be admired, is sacrificed to its own wounded ego, its golden towers melting like wax in the heat of the supernova.
Sagittarius's library of truth, a monument to shared discovery, is consumed by a fire that no longer seeks knowledge, only victory. The very life they created together, a symbol of their perfect union, is the first casualty of their war. The traveler's defenses, born of hurt and a need to protect, finally shatter under the relentless assault. Exposed and overwhelmed, the cool starlight is no match for the raging suns. It is torn apart, scattered into memory. The fire has won. It stands victorious on the ruins of its own paradise, the ashes of its own love. But what does a fire do when there is nothing left to burn?
The great victory becomes a great silence. The rage that fueled it is gone, replaced by a cold, stark, and terrible loneliness. The accusatory meteors of Aries now drift silently, their heat long gone, becoming cold, dead stones. The dramatic illusions of Leo fade, revealing the sad, dying star at their heart, its audience gone forever. The self-righteous fire of Sagittarius's truth burns out, leaving behind only the ugly black scars on a universe that is now silent. The fire consumes everything: the art, the kingdom, the knowledge. It burns the past to feel powerful in the present. But a fire cannot burn forever without fuel. Having consumed its partner, its purpose, and its own creations, it finds itself alone. The rage cools, the passion dies, and all that is left is the cold, silent ash of a world that once was. The Great Inferno ends not with a bang, but with a whimper. The fire has won, and it has lost everything. After the Inferno, there is only silence and ash. The great fire has consumed its fuel and is now nothing more than a field of dying embers, flickering on the edge of oblivion. But starlight is not so easily destroyed. It is the memory of the universe, and in the silence, a new thought begins to gather. To truly love a fire, you cannot be consumed by it, nor can you extinguish it. You must become the hearth. Not a cage, but a foundation. Not a limit, but a focus. A structure of wisdom built from the ashes of pain, offering a safe place for passion to burn. The embers, feeling this new presence not of cold rejection, but of cool acceptance, begin to stir. The first to arrive is the spark of Aries. No longer a raging ram, but a single, vulnerable coal, seeking warmth. Next, the pride of Leo, its ego shattered, returns not as a sun, but as a flicker of light, hoping to be seen for what it is. Finally, the wildness of Sagittarius,
its long journey over, returns not as an arrow, but as a pilot light, seeking a place to rest.
The fire is not diminished, it is focused. The starlight is not consumed, it is fulfilled. Passion finds its purpose, and form finds its soul.
For the secret to dating a fire sign is not to become their fuel, but to become their hearth. To be the calm in their beautiful, brilliant, and magnificent storm.
A love not of consumption, but of brilliant, eternal warmth.